What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea, Pengine Chat, episode number 5. I did see somebody have a comment that I really enjoy the name, so I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm thinking the name's gonna change for episode 6. Could be wrong, but it could change. And I got no sunglasses on today. Why? Because we're expecting a lot of storms today, and it's cloudy, so I don't need them. And you're just gonna have to see my eyeballs going all over the place today. So, what am I gonna talk about today? I'm gonna talk about a question that I get asked probably once a month. I have answered this before in a couple different videos, but I'm gonna answer it again because it seems like a good format to talk about it. And that is, how did I get into fountain pens? And the answer is, it was a complete and total mistake. So, I was ordering something off of Amazon, and I don't even remember what it was. So that goes to show you how important whatever that initial thing was. And I needed a little bit of extra money. This is before I was like Prime or anything like that. I needed a little bit of extra money in order to get free shipping. And the amount of extra money that I had to put into my cart to like buy was less than the cost of shipping by like almost $10. It was something dumb. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna pay for shipping and get nothing. I'm gonna buy something and have free shipping and then have that something that costs less than shipping. So scrolling through Amazon, and what came up in my recommended feed was a Pilot Metropolitan, which is kind of funny because I didn't even know what a fountain pen was. I have always been into stationery, like back to school shopping, for like pens and pencils, erasers, pencil cases, things like that was always my favorite. So perhaps I was looking at something like that at some point. And so that's what it generated as a, recommended. So I thought, what the heck? It seems ridiculous to spend that much on a single pen. Oh, if only I had known. So I put the Pilot Metropolitan into my basket, checked out. 2 days later, everything arrived at my house, and I opened it up. I read partially the instructions that came with it, popped the cartridge that came with the pen into the back, and started writing. And from that moment on, I decided that I hated fountain pens. I hated it. It was such a bad experience. The paper bled. The nib seemed scratchy. Or not the paper bled, but the pen bled. It was just awful, and I absolutely hated it. And then I decided to give it one more shot. I thought I'd Google how to use a fountain pen. I thought maybe it's user error. Maybe, I've done something. I didn't put the cartridge in right or something like that. And I stumbled across a Fountain Pen 101 video from Brian Goulet. And there did I ever fall down the rabbit hole. Then I realized that it wasn't the pen's fault. The pen was performing the exact way that it should. I did not know that when you get into fountain pens, you also have to get into paper. So I went over to Staples, which is like my local paper store, looked for the paper requirements that, Mr. Goulet at the time recommended, and I bought some paper. And I liked it better. It wasn't the best. So I thought, okay, one last try. Because Mr. Goulet knows all, and he's really the only person I ever looked at on the internet, I thought, okay, you know what? If he is selling paper, and he's this fountain pen guy, he must know what is good paper. He must stock what is good paper. So I bought a notebook. I think it was either a Clairefontaine or a Rhodia. I don't remember. It was a Clairefontaine notebook and a Rhodia dot pad. That's what it was. So I bought those two things from Mr. Goulet. paid the shipping to get it to Canada, and, waited, it's like 2 weeks. Okay, you're gonna hear some train noises and people who can't change lanes into the proper lane they're supposed to be in. Yeah, you're gonna hear some train noises. I'm stuck at the train, but we'll talk over it. So I get this stuff 2 weeks later. I put pen to paper, and now I'm loving it. Now I'm happy. Now I understand why people like fountain pens. So I write just random things. I'm not writing anything in particular. I'm just using the notebook, seeing what it's like. So I write all this stuff, blow through all the ink in the cartridge, and now I'm like, whoops. What do I do now? So I watch another 101 video on how to clean a fountain pen. And then I Google for fountain pen things in Canada, because shipping to Canada is just dumb, and our customs border evaluates anything over 20 Canadian dollars, which is like, I don't know, 16 or 17 US dollars. And anything over 20 usually gets taxed. So it's just ridiculous. But anyway, so I find Wonder Pens, which is a shop located in Toronto. I bought a whole bunch of ink samples and a cartridge to go with it. Not a cartridge, a converter. And then I was hooked from then on. Then I bought, slowly started increasing my number of fountain pens. I bought some Pilot Varsities because I thought that way I don't have to worry about ink. And I just started going down the rabbit hole, and flash forward like 6 some odd years. I don't even know how long it's been now. This is what I'm doing. So that is how I got into fountain pens. But now it's your turn. How did you guys get into fountain pens? Was it an accident like mine? Was it intentional? Was it because of school? Just let me know and leave a comment down in the comment section below. Also, if you have any questions you want me to answer in these videos, leave a comment down below as well. Guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe. I am still doing, regular videos, regular reviews, things like that, on, every Monday and Friday, according to my Instagram poll that is common and what you guys want. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.